New Claude free updates are insane. You've been paying for AI tools you didn't need to pay for. Or worse, you've been using a watered down version of Claude without even knowing it. Every single day, people are leaving seriously powerful features on the table, and those features completely free now. This just changed. And if you're not using these updates, you're working harder than you have to. Hey, I'm Ava, your AI educator. I test, break down, and implement AI tools so you can skip the learning curve and get straight to what actually works. If you're new here, welcome. And if you've been here a while, you already know we don't do fluff. Let's get into it. Claude just rolled out a wave of updates that completely changes what you can do on the free plan. We're talking memory, over 150 connectors to your favorite tools, and scheduled automation. And I'm going to walk you through all of it, show you exactly how it works, and by the end of this video, you'll know how to set this up for your own workflow. Stay with me because the scheduled tasks section is where things get really interesting, and I'll get to that in a bit. Let's start with memory. This is the one that changed everything for me. Before this update, every single conversation with Claude started at 0. You had to re-explain who you are, what your business does, your tone, your preferences, your project, every single time. That's gone now. Claude's memory feature just became available on the free plan. That means Claude can now remember context from your past conversations and bring it forward automatically. You don't have to rebrief it. You don't have to paste in the same background info over and over. It learns as you go. So what does that actually look like in practice? Say you tell Claude you're a content creator who writes for a B2B software audience, and you prefer short, punchy sentences with no jargon. Claude stores that. Next time you open a new chat, it already knows. You just type your request, and it shows up already calibrated to you. Or say you're working on a project, maybe a client proposal, a product launch, a content calendar. You tell Claude the context once. It holds on to the key details. Your next session picks up where you left off instead of starting from scratch. There's also something clever they released alongside this. Claude now has a memory import tool. That link is claude.com import memory. If you've built up context, preferences, or memories in another AI tool, like ChatGPT, you can import that data directly into Claude, so you don't lose any of the groundwork you've already laid with other AI tools. You just bring it over and keep going. Now, here's what I want you to do right now before we move on. Go into your Claude settings, find the memory section, and make sure it's turned on. And while you're there, check what Claude has already remembered about you. Review it. Edit anything that's off. The cleaner your memory data, the smarter Claude gets over time. Now let's talk about connectors. This is where Claude goes from being a chatbot to something that actually lives inside your workflow. Claude's connectors use something called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. Think of it as a universal bridge that lets Claude talk directly to your tools. Not through screenshots, not through you copying and pasting data. Claude actually connects to the source, and this is now available on the free plan. We're talking over 150 connectors across categories like coding, data, design, finance, sales, and more. The official Claude connectors page is at claude.com connectors. Go check it out. Some of the big ones include Notion, Gmail, Google Calendar, Canva, Figma, Asana, Slack, GitHub, Zapier. And that Zapier one is a multiplier because it unlocks access to thousands of other apps through automation workflows. So if your specific tool doesn't have a dedicated connector yet, Zapier is often the bridge. Here's what this actually changes. Before connectors, you'd ask Claude to help you draft release notes, and you'd have to manually paste in all the details from your project management tool. With connectors, you connect Claude to something like Asana, ask it to pull your latest project updates and write a status report, and it pulls the actual data, your real tasks, your real deadlines, and generates something you can actually use. Or ask Claude to summarize emails from a specific client over the last 6 months. It pulls them, reads them, and gives you the answer. That's the shift from AI assistant to AI collaborator, and it's free. To get started, go to Settings, then Connectors, and start with one tool you use every single day. Don't try to connect everything at once. Pick one, build one workflow around it, get comfortable, then add more. Now, I want to pause here for a second. When I first started building out AI-powered workflows, I had no idea which tools were actually worth learning and which ones were just hype. I was wasting a lot of time figuring that out on my own. That's when I found a community called AI Profit Boardroom. It's got over 2,000 members, all focused on learning how to use AI tools together and sharing what actually works. People post their real workflows, real use cases, and honest breakdowns of what's saving them time versus what turned out to be a waste of it. It taught me how to look at a new AI feature and immediately figure out if it's worth implementing. If you're serious about getting better with AI tools, the link is in the description. It's worth checking out. Okay, now let's talk about scheduled tasks. This is the most powerful update in this whole list, and I need to be upfront about something here because accuracy matters. Scheduled tasks, which live inside a feature called Claude Cowork, are currently available on paid plans. That's Pro, Max, Team, and Enterprise. They are not on the free plan yet, but I'm covering this because if you're on any paid plan, this changes everything. And for free users, this is worth knowing about as a reason to upgrade. Here's how it works. Claude Cowork is available inside the Claude desktop app. Once you're in Cowork mode, you're giving Claude access to a sandboxed environment on your computer. It can work with files, connect to your tools, run research, generate documents, and more, all without you sitting there watching it. And now, with scheduled tasks, you can tell Claude to do something once and have it repeat automatically on whatever schedule you set. Daily, weekly, weekdays only, hourly, on demand. You pick. You set it up two ways. You can type and schedule inside any Cowork task and Claude walks you through it. Or you go to the scheduled section in the sidebar and build one from scratch. Name it, write the instructions, choose how often it runs. Let me give you some real examples of what people are actually using this for. A daily morning briefing that pulls in your emails, your calendar, your Slack messages from the past 24 hours and delivers a clean summary ready for you when you wake up. A weekly competitor research report that tracks topics, news, and industry developments and compiles them into a formatted document every Monday morning. Regular file organization, say every Friday, Claude sorts a specific folder, creates an inventory spreadsheet, and generates a report on what changed. You write the prompt once, you pick the cadence. Claude handles it from there. The output is waiting for you when it's done. Actual files, not just text in a chat window. One thing to know, scheduled tasks only run while your computer is awake and the Claude desktop app is open, so it's not running on Anthropic's servers in the background. Your machine needs to be active. Keep that in mind when you're setting up your automations. But when you combine scheduled tasks with connectors, Claude pulling in live data from your real tools on a set schedule, then outputting formatted documents automatically, you're building something that functions like a system. A workflow that runs without you having to start it. That's the shift. From using AI when you remember to having it work for you on a rhythm. Let me pull this all together. Turn memory on. Let it learn your preferences. Import your context from other tools if you've been using them. Connect your tools at claude.com connectors. Start with one. Build a workflow around it, then expand. And if you're on a paid plan, open Cowork and set up your first scheduled task. Think about the one recurring thing you do manually every week. That's your starting point. Anthropic is moving fast. Features that used to be paid only are landing on the free tier. The gap between what free users can do now versus 3 months ago is significant. This is about removing friction, letting Claude handle the repetitive stuff so you can focus on the work that actually needs you. If you're looking to go deeper on all of this, not just learn about the tools, but actually implement them in your work, I want to point you to a community called AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 people learning how to use AI tools effectively and sharing what's actually working. No hype, no theoretical stuff, just people doing the work and sharing real results. What's saving time, what's not, which tools are worth your time, and which ones to skip. It's helped me stay on top of updates like these and figure out how to actually apply them in a way that makes sense. Link is in the description if you want to check it out. And if you want the full process, SOPs, over 100 AI use cases, and the step-by-step breakdowns, join the AI Success Lab. All the notes from this video are in there. Plus, you get access to a community of over 58,000 members who are using AI tools in their real work every day. Links in the comments and description. If this video gave you something useful, drop a comment and tell me which of these features you're trying first. Memory, connectors, Cowork? I want to know. And if you want more content like this, practical, no-fluff AI breakdowns, subscribe and hit the bell. I'll see you in the next one.